Hi everybody, so today I'm going to be doing, I know this challenge was going around a little bit ago, probably actually months ago. nikkietutorials started it, hopefully you know who she is, and it was called the Power of Makeup Challenge, where you do pretty much split your face in the middle, do one half with makeup and one half without. And I wanted to try that today. So as you can see now, I have absolutely no makeup on. I have a little bit of like acne scarring since they're healing. And I'm going to be doing this half of my face, since I guess this side has less acne. I don't know. I just feel like doing this side. And so to start off, I'm going to be putting my hair back. So all of my headbands, I don't know if you guys have pets, but my dog destroys everything. So this used to have a ton more flowers on it. As you can see, he ate them all. But putting my bangs up, kind of regret cutting my bangs. You think they're cute, but they're a lot to take care of. Actually, I don't like this headband. It doesn't keep them back. These bangs, I cut them a little too short. So I'm going to use this one. There we go. Because I don't want any hair. So excuse the crazy hair for a little bit. And I'm going to take an eyebrow pencil, which I just had it. So somehow I misplaced it. Or my dog took it. My dog seems to think that my makeup room is also his room. So all his toys are all through this room. It's insane. And he's always playing in here. So I'm going to cut my face in the middle with an eyebrow pencil just so I can see where the difference is going to be. I'll probably blend this in. Have you guys tried this? I know I tried it before, but I didn't have a YouTube channel and I didn't do it that crazily. So this side's going to be the no makeup and this side's going to have makeup. As you can see, I'm actually using some natural light today because it's sunny for once. Normally I do these at 2 a.m. Today it's actually only 5, I think. I'm not really that sure. But so to start off, I'm going to take some primer. I'm using the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. They've been sending me everything they come out with, and I'm not sure if that means I'm on their PR list, but I guess it does. So that's pretty cool, and I love their stuff. I haven't gotten anything I don't like. So I use a little too much for only half my face, but it's okay. And this has no silicone, so I guess it's supposed to help with breakouts. We're not getting breakouts, I guess, not help them. And it just works really nice. I like it. It's a good moisturizer too. Do you guys use primer? I know most of the time I don't really use it because I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but I just like this one because it's more of a moisturizer and it does help my makeup, but like, I don't know, pore wise and everything, I don't notice a difference with primer, so maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't notice a difference. After that dries a little bit, I'll go in with foundation. Today I'm going to be using the Sephora Matte Perfection Foundation in Porcelain, and I'm kind of wishing my husband was home because little tabs on here, and I recently glued on nails, so this is difficult, so let me find some tweezers. Okay, the little tab thingy's off, and this is actually my second bottle of this. I love this stuff. It was on sale for only $10, so I bought it to try it, and I ended up going back and buying 2 more because they're amazing, and I don't know if they're changing them or getting rid of it, but this foundation's awesome. Like, you'll see. Like, all this pigmentation is going to be gone. So I'm using this beauty blender. It's not a real beauty blender. It's from Shop Miss A. It's called, I think, Paw Paw, like P-A-W, like paws and a dog paw. And they are only $1.55, and I think they donate some of the money to animals. Don't quote me on that, but I like these. And it's obviously wet. Sometimes I use them dry too, just because I'm lazy. Do you have any lazy makeup things you do? I know with me, lashes, sometimes, probably unhygienic to say this, but I don't wash them off. I just keep adding more glue every time I use them. So don't take some tips from me. But I'm going to put on, so you can layer this foundation too. So right now, as you can see, it looks pretty good. But I'm going to layer it, just to make this as glam and airbrushed as I possibly can. So this is another step that I don't always do, but I'm going to do it for just for the sake of this video. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm actually going to do my under eyes. Like this step, I feel like my foundation covers my bags good enough that I don't need this. I'm gonna do here and here, just to add a little extra oomph. I don't exactly know the word for it. And I have a smaller beauty sponge for this. It's from Real Techniques. It looks like this, and it's slightly damp. So I'm gonna take this and just buff this into my skin. I want to try to look as flawless as I possibly can to show you the difference between my most glam and my least glam. Most of the time I'm not too particular if you can see a little bit of acne or see through my foundation. I just like doing makeup. I'm not really concerned about looking perfect. I just kind of dotted this over my face too, just to make it look even. So already you can see, look at the difference. Like, that's crazy to me. Another step I don't generally do, so I mean it makes it sound like I don't ever do any of these steps, but I don't really use primer. I don't use concealer that much. Powders, generally this foundation doesn't need a lot of powder because it dries itself. Like, you don't need to set it. And setting spray. So let me know like what products you don't always use. But for today, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, not foundation, powder. I'm going to use this just under here. Tati told me about this in her YouTube video. I'm going to just set this under eyes. And this is lighter, so it'll help with some highlight. I'll put some up here and on my chin. So generally the places you want to highlight would be right here, like almost like your T-zone, I guess, under your eyes. And you could also put a little bit right here to kind of accentuate your contour, but if I do that, I like doing it after the contour, but we can do both, it won't hurt. And all over my face today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. And this is translucent. The other one was in the shade Fair from Maybelline, and this looks like this. A lot comes out, so this is a lot of powder. I'm just gonna take this and blend it all together. So it'll be a little lighter underneath my eyes and wherever I put the other powder, but not crazy. So there's that. And I don't know how you tell how much powder you need, but I always fill my face. And as long as it doesn't feel tacky, I know I have enough powder. Some foundations take a lot more, some don't take as much. Like the Sephora one, half the time I don't need powder. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I can show you that. It's in one of these drawers. Give me 1 second. So it's this one. This one never dries. Like, I swear, anytime I wear that, I have to put on so much powder so my face doesn't feel sticky. Next, I'm going to be going into my contour palette. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. And this was the original one, light to medium. I think they have a medium to dark one too. I think this is the first one that came out. I don't really know if they both came out. But I'm using the shade Medium Cocoa. So it's this one. And I'll probably go in with the dark cocoa too up here. And medium will just be everywhere. You'll see. So first I'm going to go in with the medium. So I make like a kissy face. And you see right here is where kind of my cheekbone is. So just put that on here. And then I don't know what YouTuber taught me this, but watching a video taught me if you blend up, I'm going to say it was nikkietutorials. If you put on your contour and then blend up, it just makes it look so much sharper. So I'm going to put that here, kind of hug my hairline. This will make your forehead look more snapped. I'll probably end up having to switch around my camera angle because the sunlight's going to go down pretty soon. So blend this in. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the side of my nose. Do you guys contour your nose? I sometimes do. I don't ever do it super precise. I'll just take a big brush, whatever brush I used for the other stuff, and just go along the side. Kind of blend it in with whatever's on there. I won't pick up more product. So we're still going to go over top of this because I think it could be more contoured. I'm going to get my mirror. So I love this contour. I think it's so beautiful. I know there's some drama with Too Faced, but they still make really good products. So there's that one. Now I'm going to go in with the dark cocoa. Just put that on my brush and just go right up here. I'm not going to take this the whole way down my face because this one's darker and I don't want it to be such a dark contrast. I'm just going to blend it into the other one. And now there's not that much left on the brush, so I'm just going to keep blending. Try not to blend past where you have your line. So just keep blending. It's one thing with makeup, you can never blend too much. Then I'm going to take the light color in this palette. It's just called Light Cocoa. I'm going to take this on all the places I didn't contour. So like here, top of my nose, forehead, and this will also help blend the other color so it doesn't look so harsh. Right here, especially right where that line is, to kind of soften it. I never really could figure out the, I don't know, sharp contrast with the line. I can't do that type of contour. I don't know how anybody can. It's really difficult for me. So I'm going to take this over top of this, just kind of make it look more natural. Glam, but natural. Like you want it to look like your face. So I'm going to take a little more of the contour. There we go. So there it is so far. So do you see the difference? This side, and here's this side. So next will be blush. I've really been loving blush, like tons of blush. So this is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. So again, nikkietutorials also talked about this one in one of her videos, and I went and bought it. It's really like, I don't even know how to describe it. Kind of a peachy blush. Looks like that. So I'm going to put this on right above where that contour was. And I've honestly been putting it on my nose too. So I'm going to try to just get on this side. Just stamp it across my cheeks. Cheek, I guess, since I'm only doing one side. Hopefully that's coming up on camera. I know I can definitely see it. And this is I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a really luminous blush. It's really pretty. It's such a natural flush. It's not just hot pink or anything, which I love those blushes too, but this one looks really just a good finish. So my lighting is starting to get a little bit weird, but next step is highlight. So I got this from Ulta. It was on sale recently, the Kylie Jenner or Kylie Cosmetics highlighter it's called Ice Me Out, and it's this really pretty, like, I guess it's a champagne-y white color, and it looks really good. I don't know if it would look good on darker skin tones, but I'm pretty fair, and it's like a really nice color. So putting this on my cheekbones, like right at the top of where your cheekbone is where you want to put the highlight. So I put this on my top of my cheekbone, tip of my nose, trying to just keep it to this side, and the top of my lips. On it looks like a silvery champagne-y color, and it's really pretty. Excuse my dog, this was reflecting. He gets really excited. Next step is going to be eyebrows. So I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I gave my dog a bone, so hopefully he stops being annoying. He whines a lot when he sees a light or a toy and he wants to play, and I'm trying to make this video. But this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Neutral Brown. So like I used to use the taupe shade, if that's how you pronounce it, but I've been liking darker brows. So I'm just going to do kind of like an arched brow, but it never really turns out like that. So I'm only doing one brow, so it doesn't really have to match anything, so it's a lot easier. So just fill in the edges. So I just kind of followed where my natural shape goes, but a little higher. Like my natural brows come down further. Brows are not the easiest for me. I don't know how people can do them so flawlessly. I swear every time I do a brow, they're different. Just playing around with it till it's where you want it to be. A little thick today. So there's my brow that I half shaved off, and there's my new brow. I'm gonna take this spoolie and just brush out the edges and try to brush this towards the middle of my forehead, because then it just softens it where it doesn't look as like a solid line. Like I like the fade. You can also take your powder or foundation and do the same thing. Right here, just like this to look better. Okay, so there's that brow. Next for the brows, I have the NYX Control Freak. This is an eyebrow gel that pretty much makes sure your eyebrow hairs aren't going to go anywhere. I know sometimes my eyebrows are thick, so these hairs go everywhere. Sometimes your look will look so good and then you have a random eyebrow hair hanging into your makeup and it looks real weird. Thinking about trying the bushy brows because I have enough hair for it, but I don't exactly know how to start that. So there's this side so far and this side. Sorry if the updates are annoying, but I'm just trying to keep showing you what the difference is so far with each step, like how it changes your face. I think it's kind of neat. So I already primed my eye, this one, and I primed it with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. It's in the shade, I think it's Rose. Yeah, Rose. It says it on the side. This is a awesome dupe for the matte paint pot. Can't talk much today, but I put it on my whole lid all the way up to my eyebrow, and then I just pat it in because sometimes it's not as blended, and if you have patchy areas, same with the paint pots, it just makes your look really bad. So today for my palette, I'm going to be using the Morphe 24A Artist Pass palette. You're going to be seeing this palette a lot because I just got it, and I don't know if you guys are like this, but if I get a new palette, that's the only palette I'm going to use for a long time. And speaking of which, I just ordered all 3 Jeffree Star Blood palette collection. The Bloodlust, Blue Blood, and Blood Sugar. There was a set on Beautylish that had all 3 of them, and I've been wanting to buy them, but just couldn't spend the money, and I just did it. So that's cool. So I'm going to be making a kind of a brown smoky eye. So I'm going to start with this light brown. It looks a lot darker than I intended. I'm going to start on just kind of my whole lid. Not whole lid, but my crease. And kind of a V shape. And this may not look the best because I'm not used to using neutrals. Like neutral tone colors just, they never work out as good as rainbow eyes for me. But for this challenge, I want to do something more classic. I'm actually going to get a bigger brush. I'm just putting this all over my crease. I'm trying to leave my lid pretty much empty because I want to put a glitter in there. So see how it's like a V? You have this, so if when I do a wing, it's just going to make it all look really nice. I'm taking the same brush and kind of blending out the outside so it's not as harsh. And I go all the way up to my eyebrows. So I take this brush all the way up here. And it takes a long time. Like it's a lot of blending. And I'm going to keep darkening it closer to my lid so it can be just a contrast. So I'm going to take this darker brown. So the ones I'm using are this one and this one now, called Security and Seek Shade. I'm going to take Seek shade, which is the darker of the two, and just press that right here in a smaller V. And then blend it out. This lighting looks really good. Look at that. That Kylie highlighter, I highly recommend. I think they're like $20, which is awesome for a highlighter. Like Jeffree Star came out with one of his Skin Frost ones, and they're extremely glittery. And those highlighters are $50. I mean, highlighters aren't cheap. Do you guys use high-end makeup, or do you use drugstore? Just comment below, because I know I use a mix. I love all makeup. You can get a lot more drugstore makeup for the price, and some of it's really good quality. Taking this lighter brown again. Just packing it in. And then blending it out, just so I have some pigment. And these browns are kind of taking on a purpley tone, so I'm going to take this like lilac-y shade right here and put that close to my inner corner, but up on the crease. Just like add a little bit of color. I can't do completely neutral looks. I think this will look pretty. I'm going to blend this all the way up to my eyebrow. So that's the crease color for now. I'm going to add on some glitter, and then I'm going to deepen the outer corner. So for glitter, I'm going to be using, I just keep using this gold one. I'm going to use this gold one. It's called Invite Only. The other ones are too dark for this look. Otherwise, I would use them too. I'm going to press this right here. And I just use my finger for glitters because it seems like they work a lot better. So there's glitter. I'm going to keep packing it on. Okay, and all I did off camera was press this glitter in a little more and then deepen this outside edge. So I'm going to actually, oh no, I guess this lighting's still good. Eventually I'm going to have to turn my camera because I'm starting to get washed out a little bit. Okay, I packed the same dark color I have up here on my waterline, and that just makes it look really smoky. So, I mean, I need an inner corner color, lashes, and, what else does it need? Mascara. And I'm thinking something to put the inner corner color out through here to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Because right now it makes your eye look closed and dark, so I want to brighten it. So for my inner corner, I'm going to be using from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection. It's this palette. It's volume 1. There's a white shade in here, right here, that's probably the best white I've ever seen. Like, it's amazing. So I'm going to be using that in my inner corner. Just pop that in. It just really brightens up your look. You can use glitter in your inner corner. You can use a color, whatever you want. So I'm also going to drag this a little bit into the brown I have on my bottom lash line. As you can see, the white just really makes your look pop. So for my eyeliner today, I'm going to be using the Suva Beauty Grease Liner, and these are really nice. So when you touch it like this, nothing comes off. But as soon as you mix it with water, which I just use a little syringe from printer ink, and you just put it in the lid, and then once you dip your brush in it and dip it in the liner, as you can see, I don't know how well you can see this, it activates it. It's kind of like watercolors or paints because they're not watery, but for your eyes, and these are really nice. Like, I use these more so than any sort of pens. I have about 20 shades. I have every color they've come out with because they came out with a bundle maybe 3 years ago for Black Friday, and I bought them all. So I'd highly recommend these. I've had these for years, and they're so nice. So I have this black on the brush. I'm going to find my mirror. I'm going to make kind of just a basic wing. So I'm going to start at my lower lash line, draw this line up, So I can't draw, I draw where the line on my lower lash line goes, and then I draw from the top down because I can't draw this way up. Not on this side anyways. This side I probably could because I'm right-handed. So then you take your edge and just draw your line to your lid. This can take a lot of finessing sometimes because like right now I don't really like the curve to that. You just keep drawing it over. So I think that looks better. I'm gonna keep playing with it. So there's what happened to my wing. So I can never make them small and cute. It's either all the way out or nothing. So, I mean, I wish it wasn't as curved, but it looks fine for this. So I'm going to take this white eyeliner, which is LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in Whiten, and I'm going to put this in my lower lash line. When I get closer to my inner corner, I put it a little bit below the lash line, and that just helps this white too. It just makes it pop. So next is lashes. So the lashes I'm using today are the AOA Studio Premium Lashes in Terry. They look like this, and these are from Shop Miss A, which they're only $1.55. I bought these because I wasn't huge into lashes, and I wanted to give a few different types a try without spending $20-25 on a pair of lashes I didn't know if I would wear. And the glue I'm using is the Ardell just lash glue. So I have it on there. I'm just waiting for it to dry. I know Shop Miss A also has glue, but it's like the brush-on glue, and I don't really like that type. I like squeezing it out onto my mat or onto my vanity and then brushing it on with the actual makeup brush and then just rinsing everything off afterwards. That works best for me. So I'm going to put these on off camera, and give me 1 second. So there is the lash on, and next, just to kind of make it where you can't see my normal lashes as easily, I have the Clinique mascara, and I just put this on after putting the lashes on, just like so. Just kind of fuse them together. Just makes the look really cohesive. Get my bottom lash line. So there's a look with mascara. And another trick I learned, if you take a black eyeliner, which I have this LA Glide eyeliner, if you take it and put it in your waterline up here, it really makes your, I don't know, it just darkens your lashes. It's subtle, but you can definitely tell. I think this is called tight lining, what people refer to it as. My eyeliner pencil is not that sharp, so it's definitely better when you have a sharper pencil. So next up, I'm going to be doing my lips, and I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Mannequin Lippy. This is just a nude. I figure for this challenge it would look good to not do anything super crazy. So I do overline my top lip a little bit. Sometimes with lipstick, I just accidentally go out of the line and then I have to keep overlining them. So that happens. This is probably my favorite like nude lipstick. I know it's not traditional nude. It kind of has a pinky tone, but I love this. Like the brown nudes don't really work on me. And there we go. Here's my lipstick. So there's that side, and there's that side. I'm gonna put my hair down, and like I said, I don't really use setting spray. I don't really see the need to, so give me 1 second to get my hair down. So here's the finished look. So I'm happy I didn't have to move my ring light because the sun's still somewhat up. So here's the side with makeup, and here's the side without. So I'll put my hand here. Like, look at that. Just look at my eye. Like, my eye looks so much bigger on this side. My skin just looks so good. And over here, I still feel beautiful both ways, but I think makeup's just so artistic. And here it would be without bangs. So I cut these myself and they don't look the best. So here's this side. And here's the no makeup side. Hi everyone. So if you'd like to see me do any other challenges or have any ideas, just please comment below and subscribe to me. I'm pretty excited. I already have 22 followers. I know that's not a ton. I guess they're called subscribers. But for just starting my YouTube and actually posting, that's kind of making me excited. So again, follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Those are the main things I post on. I'll have those in the description box. But my name is Sparkling Jules 7. Sparkling spelled normal, and then Jules, Jules. And then the number 7, and that's my username on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I should start mentioning that at the beginning, but just go ahead and follow there. I post a lot more on those sites than I do on YouTube. Hopefully that changes, and thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked this challenge. It's pretty cool for me. Bye.